What up? What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all feeling this morning? Well, here we go. Episode 201. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I did not want to come on today at all. I wanted to be fucking lazy. Anyway, how y'all doing today? But a lot of this promotion of this holiday was getting on my nerves. So I said I had to pull up for my people and address some things and speak on some things because that's what I do. And we're going to learn something today. But it's not going to be a long episode, I promise you that. But I had to pull up to see my people, though. I had to come check on my people, man. Know that. Let's see who in the chat, man. Let me see who up in here, man. Salute, everybody. Shout outs. What up, Wax Dog? Thanks for the support, bro. All the time. You already know. Good morning, Miss Sassy. Good morning, Adam. I see all my number one supporters in here. I see my family in here early, man. For those that don't know, Kenya Range, I ain't see you in a minute, bro. Shout out to the West Coast. Yeah. I got some things to talk about the West Coast today. We're gonna get into some real history today. Good morning, Rondell. Being that everybody's so high of this Juneteenth, well, we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna talk about some real history, some real American history, which is Black history. All right. Now let me say this. Let me give a disclaimer. What up, John Shapp? I'm gonna give a disclaimer, right? I'm not trying to offend nobody who's celebrating today's holiday. I'm not here to offend nobody that has no knowledge of Juneteenth. I'm mainly going to be talking about the main people that promote it, mostly the boule, mostly people that feel like they're high society individuals of Black people. I'm talking about the Black people that the main ones that look down on a certain part of the community that think they so smart and think they know everything. And I'm going to get into something today on how they're not doing nothing but campaigning and promoting this holiday for their boss. Because a lot of them are brainwashed and they don't know their true history. They just know what they was taught. And they have more pride in their sororities and fraternities and their college degrees. And they really don't know as much as they think they know. I'm going to show you how some people are so smart that they're actually stupid. So I'm talking to the people that think they're so smart. And, you know, y'all know about Dan Calloway. Like Dan Calloway say, he here to make people think. I'm just here to piss you off. Because if I piss you off, then you might really start thinking. So that's what I do. I piss people off that think they're so smart. Good morning, Juicy Peach. So I got to give a disclaimer and get some clarity where I'm going with this. Because a lot of people be in their feelings. A lot of Black people be in their feelings. They be emotional. So anyway, man, I'm going to take my time. Good morning, Miss Carla. Like I said, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but once again, today going to be a little learning lesson. All right? And we're going to get into some of the current events. Episode 201. Y'all already know what's popping. I'm here. We here. Good morning, Miss Deja. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you, Miss Deja. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Miss Deja saluted me for Happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna get into it today, man, because y'all know today was gonna start off messed up. Y'all know that. Y'all know how to pull up. It's still money day, nothing changed. Even though I got off, I was pissed because they fucking up my money. Anyway, I'm here. We here. So we gotta keep everything going the way it's supposed to go. Y'all know what y'all already know how I do. Anybody new to the channel, thank you for pulling up. All right, so we're gonna get into it. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Hold on, let me get some things in order, man. We're gonna vibe today, man, because I don't want to miss nothing important. But the people that listen to me, I know I sound like a broken record, but What can I say, man? Y'all been rocking with me, and we all been dealing with this play by play. So ain't nobody look, man. Nobody that's subscribed to this channel is stupid. Nobody that listen to me, or I'm gonna say, especially the people in the chat, ain't nobody over here stupid. So let me make that clear. All right. For those who just found this channel, thank you. But I move a certain way, so we're gonna get into it, man. All right, straight up. Move this out the way, man, because I'm dealing with strictly business today. And we're gonna have some fun too. You know how I do. But yeah, man, episode 201, man. We back at it, y'all. Boom. Ah, man. We're gonna talk about the Harlem mass shooting. That's what it's being called. In my opinion, I told you it's not gonna stop. So that's why I said I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm tired of reporting on these same stories, because as long as these mass shootings keep going on, it's further and further more steps we taking back. It's setting us back more and more. And I understand what's going on. It's called the end game. I told a lot of people, I showed you how we at the end of a lot of things. We at the end of the rope. And all you seeing day by day is different manifestations of where we at and where we're going. And the main thing I'm going to say is, it's not so much about where we are going. It's about where certain individuals are going, certain people, because you do have the opportunity to go down the right path. But I told you, some people are going to hell, and that's why you're going to see a whole lot of hell. Some of it is manipulated, controlled, but a lot of it is just the sign of the times. All right. So we're going to get into this stuff, man. I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to get to the chat later. But right now, I got to get down to business. All right, man. I seen this when I woke up this morning. 9 people have been shot in Harlem in a mass shooting. All right. Some things already looking sketchy to me, but we neither here nor there. Right. Out of 9 people, 1 is killed. A 21-year-old male is dead. 8 other people have been shot. This happened on East 139th Street and 5th Ave, 12:30 a.m. in Harlem. Y'all know Harlem was the black mecca of America, where it once was. Y'all know the history of Harlem, and y'all just, all you got to understand is, you know what Harlem represents. You know what you was taught as a child, what Harlem meant, what it is, what it's supposed to be. It represents a heavy populated black community, black success, you know, a lot of black history. All right. I'm gonna just say that right there. Harlem is becoming something different, just like America is becoming something different. For people that don't know the history of Harlem, Harlem once was a lot of heavy populated with Irish, Italian, things like that. They all used to be there. And then when the blacks came, the blacks took over, and all of them left. Now we hear about particular people coming back, and allegedly black people getting pushed out. It's called musical chairs that you was taught in school. It's called remix. But this is some of the stuff going on, and it's going on worldwide. Now, the 21-year-old was pronounced dead at Lincoln Hospital, for those that know. Of all the hospitals, Lincoln Hospital. We know Abraham Lincoln is the one that set off the proclamation, aka the 13th Amendment. And I'm going to get into how a lot of this stuff ties together, right? Like I said, man, I understand people talking signs and symbols. So Lincoln represent the Emancipation Proclamation and the freedom of Black people. But even though Black are free, a lot of them still don't understand what's going on. So that's why Black people are considered to be dumb. They are considered to be dead, mentally dead. I already went into the 3/5 of a human being. No sight, no hearing. And when you see stuff like this, these mass shootings, it's deeper than what you think it is. It represents the attack on a particular people. It also represents people that are in a state of trauma, unawareness, confusion, and chaotic. Because when you live a chaotic life, it's hard for you to think straight and pay attention. So that makes you always in a state of unawareness. And it's just weird that not only did this young man die, he went to Lincoln Hospital. And I know that's the hospital in Harlem, but you got to understand why they gave it these names. When you look at Harlem, for people that's from Harlem, New York, y'all already know I gotta talk to people that's not from Harlem. It is a lot of dead presidents named in Harlem. Like Grant, he fought for the Union. See, it's different names that are located in Harlem strategically. Lincoln, a lot of president projects named after Washington, Jefferson. It's a lot of different things going on. And we had a lot of these landmarks and names embedded in our brain because they was really trying to tell us these were some of the people that was down with our destruction. That's my opinion. But we neither here nor there. The thing about this story, what was weird to me, is that this is the gun that did the mass shooting. This was posted by the NYPD. You see this rusty gun right here. It looks like a dirty 38, or it looked like it also could be a particular 25 caliber auto, but I'll just say it's a 380. All right? It looks like a 380, pardon me. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a 380, a rusted 380 that did this mass shooting. Basically, this would be considered a struggle gun. And magically, the person that did the shooting, they don't know who did it. They got away, and mysteriously, they found this gun. Now, we did see mass shootings that happen with different type of caliber handguns, but this is the gun that did the mass shoot. This is the gun that shot 9 people very accurately. So whoever was the shooter was a beast with the target. They had target skills. This is the gun that shot 9 people and killed 1. And mysteriously, the shooter, after they did the shooting, I guess they dropped the gun. This is the fucking gun that did the mass shooting. And like I say, magically, the NYPD, damn, they found the gun. But they didn't catch the shooter, and they don't know who did the shooting. So that's why I told you, man, a lot of stuff is getting weird out here. I can't sit here and give the answers to everything because I don't got the answers. But I know one thing, that I've never seen a mass shooting, not even in a hood, with a gun that looked this bad. This is a struggle gun. This looked like one of them guns that just jam up on you, get you killed. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like a struggle gun. You heard? But this is the gun allegedly that did the shooting, because this is the gun that they found. As y'all can see, It's looking very weird. Struggle gun. Yeah. But this is the gun where a person must have had skills of a fucking man, look. Whoever shot this gun had some skills with the firearm because they shot 9 people. And mind you, this is one of them guns that only hold about eight shots. One in the head, 8, one in the head, 7 in the clip. But let's just say it hold 9 shots. Let's just say that. All right. That person had to be so wicked with the handgun that they shot 9 people with this gun. A lot of people that tap in, y'all go to the range. People from different states and cities, you know about firearms. I'm going to break it down to the smallest compound. Even if you're from the hood and a so-called dude from the hood pulled up and started shooting, ain't no way in hell somebody going to shoot 9 people with this handgun. Unless maybe they had to be very, very close range and it was a crowd of people. But then we would have to ask the question, how did they unload this firearm on a crowd and then run away and got away? It also was another mass shooting over the weekend. Pardon me. I forgot what state it was. I want to say Texas, but my point is it was another mass shooting. Only 3 people got shot in that situation because when the shooter ran out of bullets, they tackled him and they caught his ass. So they was able to save. Matter of fact, I don't know if he ran out of bullets. I just know they attacked the shooter and he was only able to shoot 3 people. But it could have been another mass shooting. This happened over the weekend. I told you I got so dizzy with all these mass shootings, I stopped covering these shits. I'm tired of it. You dig? Because now I told you what's next. Where's next? All right. But this is the firearm that did the mass shooting. Allegedly. Reported by the NYPD, they're looking for the individual that had this handgun. Mind you, it happened in a public place or whatever. It happened with, put it like this, man, for 9 people to get shot, that means somebody else had to be around. The person, I guess, after they did the magical shooting, they just disappeared in thin air and they out of here. They gone. All right. So we just had to look into the details of the gun and what they actually are saying. And like I say, man, a lot of this shit is just getting crazy. I really don't have no answers for this. But what I do understand is it's going to be a long, hot summer. Tomorrow starts off the summer. And like I said, it's a certain people under attack mentally, physically, spiritually. And, you know, it's certain people going to make sure you don't get no peace. And you don't get no comfortability. They're trying to make it very, very uncomfortable for you. It's called trauma. And a lot of us do have different trauma behavior. We have post-traumatic stress. If you're from the hood, you have post-traumatic stress. If you grew up in a traumatized household, yes, you have, you got that stress. You got it. You got trauma. A lot of us have fucking trauma. It's just that some of us have conquered our trauma. Some of us have gotten over it. Some people are on medication. Some people get help. Some people, you know, they got different ways. Me, I'm going to tell you straight up. How I deal with my trauma of my past is I told you I know how to chill and I relax and I take my mind off things and I unwind and I get away from shit. I got my own way how I deal with it. I used to deal with it other ways, but I understand that relaxing, calming your nerves, changing your scenery time to time, associating with the right people, certain hobbies, is certain things you have to do to remove the trauma from your brain. If you grew up with a certain level of trauma and you keep doing the same thing again and again, You keep being around the same people. You keep taking in negative, negative, negative. Your brain is never going to relax, and you're going to always be in trauma. It's called bad nerves. It's called a lot of shit. It's called getting super high. It's called getting fucking drunk. It's called trying to take away the pain because you did not face your trauma and you don't know how to deal with it. Just telling you, it's different methods, it's different remedy. Now you understand why they kept telling you it's high levels of mental health issues in the Black community. Now you understand why Black has been labeled with all of the sicknesses, from mental health to, I don't care, from sickle cell, HIV, cancer, every fucking form of trauma, disease, everything bad has been put on a particular people. And this is a method. Some people know about this thing called eugenics and how it's certain people put together blueprints a long time ago on how to weaken a race. I'll say how to weaken a race, how to reduce them to nothing. And even though they'll be walking around, we're going to make it where they'll never be in a proper state of mind. So when I see this trauma and a lot of this behavior, I know where it comes from. And I'm telling you, all of this stuff is written. It's already out there. It's no more secrets, because they have people to a level where you exactly how the program was supposed to work. You know, like when you get a remote control, when you get a lot of people that got cable or had cable, you know what I'm talking about. If you had any type of remote control, you had to program. Before you program that remote control, you had to read the manual. You had to read instructions. But after you learn how to, or should I say, after that device became programmed, you didn't need the manual no more. Now that you are programmed, they don't need no manual because you're already programmed. And you've been teaching this program throughout your generations, like the program was taught to us. That's why you have to break the program. That's why I'm here talking to you today on Juneteenth. Allegedly, it was yesterday, today. Either way, it's a slave holiday. What's a slave? A slave is a person that can't think on their own. They can't decipher things. They can't make nothing happen. They can't build, and they have a master. A slave has a master. That's why I said they can't think on their own. And a lot of y'all think according to how your master taught you. I'm talking about the ones that got master degrees that think they so smart. I'm not talking about smart in your field. I'm talking about you think because you got a master degree, you smart in this thing called life, but you're not. You think because you got a college degree, you think because you've been to college, you smarter than someone from the hood, or you're smarter than someone that looks a certain way because you got a decent lifestyle. You know, I was in the store yesterday. A particular store. It was black and white people in there. It was a conversation that came up, and this one particular black woman, she was like, "Cause I got two master degrees," and she made sure she stressed that she had 2 master degrees when that was not in the conversation. She was basically bragging and boasting, and it was white people in there, black people in there, but she was bragging for no reason. I'm thinking to myself, why are you bragging that you got master degree? I'm like, okay, that's good. I'm proud of you. That's good for real. That's good. But the way she was bragging. Like, because she had 2 master degrees, that made her something special. Yeah, you got a master degree, but that still was given to you by your master. That was just for you to master the field that you work in, but you still didn't master this thing called life. Because you know why? We were still in the same spot, and I ain't got no degrees. You did? I'm showing you, man. And like I said, I'm not talking to my people that don't know. I'm not talking to the people that's humble. I'm talking to the people that's arrogant today. That think they know everything. They're so smart. The main ones pushing is Juneteenth. And you're going to see that It's the second year of the holiday. Now, we know Joe said he wasn't giving no reparations to black people unless the Native Americans are considered, but that's a whole nother game. But this man will push a holiday. And I looked at the holiday and I said, you know what? I looked at the holiday, right? I said, damn. Most of the holidays are for dead people. President's Day, Martin Luther King, stuff like that. Dead people. So all of a sudden they giving these people Juneteenth a holiday. Are they trying to say these people are dead? Are they trying to say that these people ain't going to be around no more? Are they trying to say that these people are going to be so lost that one day they'll just be a faded memory? Because most holidays, other than the spiritual holidays, they are for dead people. Veterans Day, a lot of dead people. Memorial Day, dead people. Man, we're going to get into it today, man. I'm going somewhere with this, all right? Y'all pay attention. Salute to the chat. I ain't been checking the chat, so y'all got to work with me. Salute to everybody that's here. Good to see y'all. That's right. She got a master debt, too. Yeah, she was bragging about 2 master degrees. Man, I said, man, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to say, man, people got to stop bragging, man. Stop bragging and boasting. That shit don't mean nothing. You could brag all you want. You could brag about all this shit you want. It's not going to change the reality that they got set in place for you. Period. But let's go, family. We're going to get back into it. All right? Let's get it. Hi. I'm going somewhere with all this. Y'all stick with me, man. Like I said, I'm tired of the mass shootings. And I hope the people that did get injured, I hope they all right. Rest in peace to the 21-year-old brother that lost his life over this, man. He died at Lincoln Hospital. It was like when you hear Lincoln name, it's never around nothing good neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how this stuff be going down, man. It's a lot of things working. But we're gonna get into it. Now let's get into Bill Cosby, man. I'm not gonna go too long into Bill Cosby. A couple episodes back, I went into Bill Cosby and how he stood for certain things as far as the black household, black people becoming educated. He tried his best to do what he could for the black community, even though he is part of the Boule as well. He's part of the fraternity. Should I say the fraternity game? He's part of that. He's part of the black upper echelon, the highly educated, all right? And let me make this clear one more time, because like I said, a lot of y'all be in y'all feelings. I'm not trying to down the people that are highly educated. I'm not. I'm just trying to bring you back to earth a little bit and wake your ass up. Because some of y'all too cocky out here, and I'm going to show you. When you see Bill was a big, prominent black man with degrees from Temple, he also is part of a highly regarded fraternity. And I'm going to be real. I get a lot of them. I know them, but I get them mixed up. That's why I don't want to say the name, because I don't want to get them twisted. But I ain't got time for none of that, right? Go study the history of all of those Greek fraternities in America, and you'll see exactly where they came from and who made sure that you got down with that. And then you'll see all of your people that so-called were your leaders or was the black voice, they always down with the same program. From Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, name them all. They all of them are affiliated with these fraternities and sororities. And that's their business. I'm not knocking them. I'm just trying to wake their ass up, because some of them, they went too far and they too fucking brainwashed and they think everybody is stupid. So we got to let them know that everybody ain't stupid just because we ain't been to college or we don't got no college degree. We got a thing called common sense. And we also got a thing called research. And the thing you research in school, what you research in school, you ain't even going to take the time out to look up nothing in real life, because you only taught to look at what they tell you to look at. Now, anyway, man, I'm going to talk about Bill real quick. Now, the Bill Cosby civil trial. They having a restart. They doing a restart. They having deliberations. For people that don't know what deliberations is, they're having a long and careful consideration into the discussion of basically, did Bill Cosby, did he act in, malice? Basically, was he being foul? And was he being real? Basically, was he handling this particular victim a certain way? Because he is being sued for punitive damages by a woman. Remember the story, y'all. Don't forget. They saying that Bill Cosby was in the Playboy Mansion when he assaulted this particular woman, a white woman. She was, first she said 15, then it's saying she was 16. She's supposed to have been between 15 and 16. And Bill Cosby is in trouble for the crime. And the number one question I asked before is, what the fuck was she doing in the Playboy Mansion anyway? And as far as we know, Bill could have been set up from the rip, because we know Hugh Hefner is not here. He is not going to face no charges of anything that went on in that house. And it's already a fact that many Playboy women came out and said out their own mouth they was in a Playboy Mansion at 15, 16, and a lot of them was fucking juveniles when they was on the Playboy cover. So let's not play. But Bill is the scapegoat and he is the fall guy, because it's about slandering this man's character. Now, I'm going to tell you this. When you Google Bill Cosby from this day on to the day you die, to the day he died, all you're going to see is his fucked up photos of him looking a hot mess, looking real broke down and washed up, because that's how they want it to be. Also, you got to understand a lot of these, look, since the internet have been popular, since certain topics have becoming controversial, they have purposely been creating a lot of new stories, a lot of new things. So when you go into Google to look up certain information, other things will pop up. And I'm gonna get into that later. So it was a time before, let's say before this case, before Bill got in none of this trouble, if you were to Google Bill Cosby name, what would it came up first? The Cosby Show. And all of the other accolades Bill Cosby has accomplished. Now, when you Google Bill Cosby, the first thing going to come up is his mugshots and his allegations. That is his legacy now. And I want people to pay attention. How you start off in the beginning does not mean that's how your legacy is going to end. And I'm going to specifically talk to the people, like I said, that are arrogant. You think you got a name, you got some fame, whatever it is you think you got in your own little bubble, right? See, you spend your whole life praising yourself and the shit you do, bigging yourself up. But when you die, the people always had a last word. So my point is, if no matter how big of a person you thought you was, if you die and the people feel like you was a piece of shit, your legacy is going to be considered a piece of shit. Your legacy is going to be considered controversial. And all of the messed up things you did in your life are going to come up in the end. Regardless of how much money you got, no matter how much you promote yourself to be whatever, the people get the last word in the end. That's how this works. So being that Cosby is in his last days, you are now seeing his whole legacy has been destroyed, regardless of anything he did. And I'm going somewhere with this. This Bill back in the day. You see Bill Cosby swag? You see the cigar? Do you see the Burberry scarf around his neck? A lot of niggas they thought designer was recent. They thought niggas just started wearing designer. I'm showing you. Told you, stupid niggas, ain't none of this shit new. They just kept reselling it and reselling it to the next generation. Do you see Bill chilling with the Burberry scarf? Probably got on some Carrera shades. Maybe they Gucci glasses. Maybe they might be Burberry glasses. Who knows? But do you see Bill when he was in his prime? Now, I don't know if this is the woman he is accused of being with, but I told you before, all you got to do is ask the question, why these allegations never came up before? That's all you got to ask. Do you see Bill with the Burberry scarf? So now you'll understand why in this generation, you see in the past couple of years, a whole group of people have been going designer crazy. Designer, everything designer. But you didn't know a lot of that comes from your masters and your bosses. Basically, it comes from European influence. And just so happened, the Europeans are the one that pillaged and raped America and destroyed it. Europeans, and now people die over European fashion. And a lot of niggas never been to Europe a day in their life. But now you understand why they made this song, Niggas in Paris. And you'll see ever since that song, niggas been running to overseas and niggas been running to rock designer. Real heavy. Everything designer, everything foreign, everything European. Do you understand that? We got pillaged by Europeans. Now we drive European cars. We rock European clothes. And I'm gonna say this is nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm not knocking nobody. I just want you to understand something, man. When it's all said and done, they always get the last laugh. That's all I'm saying. They always gonna get the last laugh. And the reason why I gotta say that in these last days, because you better start learning how to manage your money and stop worried about certain things. Stop worried about how somebody drip look, how somebody dressing. That shit don't mean nothing. Understand that. And I will say this, if a lot of y'all was more investing y'all money into gold instead of bullshit cloth, maybe you might be working with something right now. The same way you spend thousands and thousands on fucking clothes, you could have put them thousands on fucking gold. You could have bought blocks of gold. You could have had a baby Fort Knox in your crib right now. But no, you didn't know a block of gold at one. You could have bought a block of gold for $1,200. No, you wouldn't have bought a pair of sneakers. But I ain't gonna go. I'm not gonna go there right now, see, because it ain't my job to tell niggas what to do with their money. I'm just showing you a lot of people ain't as smart as you think you are, and you don't understand that you was under mind control. Because even Bill was rocking that you know what I'm saying. He was rocking that designer way back when. That shit ain't nothing new. They just understand when you make a certain amount of money, they promote this to you to take your money, and so you'll be left with a lot of clothes and no money. Do you understand the game? And plus, you got to understand. All of these designer brands are on the market, which means a lot of people have investments that are already rich and they get richer. All right. But I'm not knocking nobody for wanting to look nice and wear designer shit. Not at all. I like designer stuff too. All right. I'm just telling you, everything you do is at moderation. You could rock designer. You could rock foreign. You could drive foreign. Just don't get big-headed and don't think you better than people. Because no matter how much you think you better than people, guess what? It's a lot of people doing better than you. But that ain't my point. My point is to show you that this is the old Bill. How many people seen his image of Bill when he was in his prime? This is before the Cosby Show. But all you're going to get now is images of Bill like this and looking worse. Do you see? Look. Bill I, you see Bill I wasn't like that. That's Bill I now. He got the Biggie eye. It's worse than the Biggie eye. You see Muhammad Ali was the man. He was outspoken. You see him in his last days. He was shaking, holding the torch. He couldn't talk, do nothing. And you got to remember, they always go to these doctors. And a lot of time, these doctors get the last word on a lot of them. But we neither here nor there. Juneteenth. I ain't forget. Yeah. Let me give you some history. This the old Bill right here. This history right here. See that? Bill in his prime. You see that man smoking that Cuban? That's when Bill was the man. But look what he with. And now, mind you, he could have just been taking a picture with a fan. But I want to show you a point that this is when so-called white people love Bill. Bill was an educated college man, it is. But I want to show you, when it was all said and done, that college degree and get his ass nowhere but in jail. Do you understand that? Because Bill has a master. Now, moving right along. I'm gonna try not to be long today, y'all. I know I started late, but I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. Oh my God. I know a lot of y'all wondering what this picture's about. Y'all wondering what's up with this picture. But I want to show y'all something real quick. He said Bill had to pop out. Yo, Wax, you wild, man. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this picture, right? Now, guess what, y'all? This picture is from a celebration of Juneteenth in Tokyo, Japan, yesterday. Just to let y'all know, Juneteenth was being promoted and celebrated in different countries around the world, as well as Africa too. Certain parts where black people are at. This is in Tokyo, Japan, and they are celebrating Juneteenth in Japan. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what the hell does Juneteenth and allegedly freed slaves have to do with fucking Japan? And why are they promoting this holiday so hard? Is it a secret behind this holiday? Is it a hidden joke? And I want y'all also to see, out of all the ways this woman could have been looking, why did she have to be dressed like an old slave? Why did she have to have kinky hair? Now, let me be clear, because I told you, niggas be in their feelings, the most emotional people on the planet. Why you talking about her hair? It's not about her hair. There's nothing wrong with her hair. But I want to show you about imagery. We know the women in America like to wear that, you know what I'm saying? They wear a whole nother hairstyle. Let's be real. But that's not the image they wanted to portray. They wanted her to look like Aunt Jemima. Do you see what she got on? Y'all know she could have had on a way better outfit than that. And I'm not just talking about her because she's big. I'm talking about, you know, for a fact, she could have had on a way better outfit than that. And look at this man. He looking like he got on a suit from the 60s with his nice long dreads down his back. Remember, people that listen to me, I told you the image that they want dreads to portray. It's not about that. I'm not going there today. But all black people are supposed to be looked at as people with dreads and nappy heads and nappy beards, even though it has another meaning, like I said. Now you'll see they made it a fad, is what I'm saying. It's a fad. But this is from Japan. Look at the Japanese man in the background with the guitar. Now I'm going to show you the mockery of Juneteenth. Now, this particular woman name is LaTanya Whitaker. Some of y'all probably know about her. LaTanya Whitaker and her husband, David, attended the Juneteenth in Tokyo at the Tokyo American Club. Actually, this was on June 18th, Saturday. They had speeches, soul food dinner. Now, let's break down soul food dinner. Yes, we love soul food. Yes, I like soul food, but I told you I don't eat that shit like that. I might eat soul food every once in a blue when I get a craving for some fried chicken, some collard greens, shit like that. Macaroni and cheese. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We know our people love to eat barbecue ribs, pig feet, chitlins, and understand that soul food was given to a particular people by the slave master, meaning particular food that was given, you know, some of our people had to know how to hook it up, make it taste good. And that's what they did, because they make the best of what they get. But you're also going to understand how soul food is a particular diet that is prescribed to black people. And it's like a quiet joke around the world when they always tell when they make these little statements of black people are not healthy. Okay, what comes from soul food? High blood pressure, bad cholesterol, gout, all type of sicknesses come from soul food. That's why I don't eat it a lot, all right? But I'm going to show you, I just told you, that diet was given to you by the slave master, right? But now that's the same diet that is killing you. I told you, once they give you the program, you stick to the program, and you've been taught the program, so you're going to stick to the program. But when you go to the doctor, they know you eat soul food. They know your diet, because soul food, or our diet that we love, is really a diet plan to destroy you and kill your ass. That's why you see most people around the world, they don't eat that shit. They only eat it on occasion. They eat fried chicken. Yes, they do. They eat collard green. All people eat our food. They eat soul food. Yes, they do. But it's not their diet. A diet, see, look, You was taught that a diet means you're trying to lose weight. No, a diet means your everyday eating habits. That's what your diet is. And we were given a diet that was not good for us. This is why once a lot of us get to a certain age, what happens? You start fighting sickness. A lot of people die before their time. We all have family members that die before their time from different sicknesses. We don't know about calories. We don't know about levels. People don't know about saturated fat, transitional fat, trans fat. You don't understand about protein, fiber, carbohydrates. A lot of people don't know nothing about that. Therefore, you was given this diet and you took in this diet for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years straight. Of course, you're going to die. And eventually, your heart stops because your blood is not flowing. Your arteries get clogged from all those years of grease and the foul food. But my point is, they celebrating Juneteenth. And I told you that's a slave holiday because that's allegedly when the slaves were free, but they didn't know they was free. But I'm going to show you how people are still slaves now, and they still don't know they're free. And this is part of the laughter and the quiet jokes behind closed doors of what Juneteenth actually really is. A group of people that just can't get it right. But I want to show you how this, look, people that listen to me, I told you it's about imagery. Yes, we know a lot of this shit is not facts. We know this. And I'm tired of keep dumbing shit down. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. And I can't worry about people that's emotional and their feelings and get mad. When you get mad and emotional, that really means you're stupid, all right? Dogs get angry. But people who are seeking wisdom, they get wiser. And sometimes to get wiser, you have to be faced with different views of things so you can dissect it and get some type of understanding. Just like you see them putting up a pyramid, or you see the tip of a pyramid. I'm gonna just say this: when you're dealing with the pyramid, I'm gonna say this one more time. If you know anything about a pyramid or a prism, you have to look at it for more than one way. But a lot of y'all are one-dimensional. That's why you see a one-dimensional pyramid right there. Because a lot of y'all just look at shit one way. You think that's what it is. I'm showing you this is the imagery of a people that are lost, and they made sure she dressed a certain way and they ate soul food. Now, mind you, this is in Tokyo, Japan, because they are promoting this all over the world that these particular people come from slaves. They still are slaves, and they might become history. And I told you this in Black History Month when I asked the question, are Black people becoming history? Now, I'm going to get into something else. Yeah, and I got some of y'all right where I want you. Also, they celebrated this in Liberia. Now, for those that don't know about Liberia, you heard about this for my people that's smart. During slavery, let me be clear. Yes, it was slavery in America. Yes, some people were slaves. Between some of the people that got kidnapped, got put in slavery, and yes, they did bring people from overseas as indentured servants and put them as slaves. Yes, they did. And they did bring people. They did a whole lot of remix and a whole lot of games. But yes, it was slaves in America. Let me make that clear. But my point is, everybody was not a slave. These are facts. For people that run their mouth, you go look it up and stop being stupid. It's up for you to know your family history, your background. That's something you got to do. But don't get mad. Now I'm going to show you how everybody's not supposed to be celebrating Juneteenth unless you see yourself as a descendant of a slave. And I'm going to give credit to Dan Calloway on this. He said something smart. Why is it only a particular people here that got the name of 2 different fucking continents? But anyway, I'm going somewhere with this. Now, back in 1822, they was sending Black people to Africa. They was taking people from over here and shipping their ass to Africa. And one of the places they shipped them to in Africa was a set of land called Liberia. They called it Liberia. That's what it's called, Liberia, all right? They claim it was founded by freed slaves in 1822. How did free slaves get the money for the boat? How did free slaves just go over there and just set up shop on the land and build it up? No. They was sent over there. They was put on ships and shipped their ass over there. Because they knew in the future this narrative would come up. All of this race stuff, all of this true history would start coming out, and they had to have certain things in play. I just told you freed slaves in 1822. So why are we celebrating about some ex-slaves in 1963? Because some people don't understand there was a lot of free people walking around back in the day. Before Abraham Lincoln did what he did, it was a lot of free blacks, allegedly. Whatever you want, I can't keep playing this fucking name game, all right? I'll just say melanated people. A lot of them was already free. I just gave you the proof right here in 1822. And they was free before then. Now we're going to get deeper into the rabbit hole. But this ain't no secret. This shit natural. And check this out. Show you something. This is Galveston, Texas. The home of Juneteenth. This is where the so-called slaves was at that didn't know they was free 2 years later. But I'm going to touch on a little history of Galveston, Texas, for those that don't know. This was a very rich town once upon a time. A lot of free people was in this town while slavery was going on the East Coast. Because you got to remember, a lot of slavery was going on the East Coast in particular places. But while all that was going on, there was free out here. It was a lot of free shit going on. A lot of people don't know that Galveston, Texas was very, very rich. And it was a melanated man that had a lot of power in Galveston, Texas. A lot of people don't know, and let me tell you, this picture you're looking at is not no fucking slave ships. Galveston, Texas was one of the richest places. This is where a lot of trade went down at. Not only a lot of trade, they say other than Ellis Island, Galveston, Texas had some of the most immigrants pulling up and coming to the country. A lot of people don't know it was casinos in Galveston, Texas. They say that Galveston, Texas was the original Sin City before Vegas. A lot of so-called black towns and a lot of so-called black rich people. And another thing that controlled the borders of Galveston, Texas was black pirates, allegedly. Melanated pirates was in power and running this shit. Then you'll understand when you go into history and you start learning about the Spanish-American War. And then if you do your research, you'll find out what that Spanish-American War was actually about and who they was actually going to fight. And you'll understand why some of the first naval ships went down there. Because it was being regulated by pirates. And a lot of y'all was taught as children that pirates were white people. Some of them were. But for people that know the history, you know who actually been on those waters and floating the seas since thousands of years ago. This is Galveston, Texas, where I just told you people were free way before slavery, way before Lincoln, and had power in this town, boats, ships, getting money, selling merch, doing trade. Do you understand what I'm telling you? It's history. This ain't no conspiracy. I'm telling you, it's facts. It's just that a lot of y'all stupid, you're lazy, and you want to fight, argue shit, celebrate shit you don't fucking know what you're celebrating. So I told you today you're going to learn something. for you highly educated Negroes. This was the original Sin City. This was a place where it was so much, it was a lot of power. Because you got to remember history. All you got to remember is they didn't start going out west to a certain time. Because they were scared to go out west. Because it was certain people had strongholds. It was a lot of Aboriginals, a lot of so-called Native Americans that was around, that was in these towns, in these states, in these countries. And they were scared. And they wasn't ready. They couldn't fight. That's why also when you see the old census, you'll see a lot of people they started bringing over here. Let me break it down to you clearly. You see what's going on now? You see how a lot of y'all feel like your neighborhood getting remixed and regentrified, and people always complaining about a lot of immigrants coming here. But guess what? They did this shit back then. Because while they was banging on your ancestors, at the same time, they was bringing other people over here to take over. And they was bringing people over here, Europeans and from Africa. And for people that know, it's an African-European connection because some of them are family. Why you think South Africa is so white? It's not about race. I told you that. But my point is they was doing this shit back then. While some of y'all was on plantations and some of y'all was running around free, at the same time, they was bringing over immigrants by the mass loads, by the mother load. And some of these establishments or some of this land they wanted to conquer that they were scared to go to, they were sending immigrants there first. And some of these immigrants was getting slaughtered because the so-called natives wasn't going for that shit, and they made it real hard for people to live and set up shop. So that's why eventually they had to start sending the military down there. But the Spanish-American War, and you heard about the war about Texas and them fighting Spanish and all that. A lot of that fighting was they was fighting your people because your people was doing their thing out there, getting money, running shit. Before 1863, before the damn 1860s. I'm talking late 1700s, early 1800s. I just told you it was free blacks 1822 because when a lot of this shit popped off, when I just told you about a lot of the so-called black pirates, when the war popped off and the military came to smashing them, they started burning down their own city and they got low. They fled on ships and left because they wasn't going to be prisoners and go to slavery. A lot of different things happened in Galveston, Texas, the home of Juneteenth. All right? See how I swallow that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad somebody said that. What's up, Chis? I'm in California right now. Can't wait to get back home. It's always cold in California. All right, but look, I'm going to talk about that. I'm glad you spoke on California because I had something for y'all today about California. I'm so happy. See, I told you we on the same page over here. I told you I'm going somewhere with all of this, and then I'm going to get up out of here. I told y'all that, man. But I just wanted to show y'all, for the people that promote the narrative and believe the narrative that all black people were slaves up until Lincoln freed them all. So you take that shit and you shove it up your ass, all right? If you are ancestor of a slave, that's your business. Salute to you. But everybody ain't going under that title. And a lot of people know better. And guess what? It's not a secret. They just know you're too dumb because you're dumb, deaf, and blind. I told you. They know you're 3/5 of a human being. They took away your sight and your hearing, so you don't know what's going on anyway because now you're just walking around like a zombie. So they don't got to hide shit from you. And then again, you was told what they say. If you want to hide anything from a nigga, you put it in a book. You thought that was just a saying. They fucking live by that shit. But people want to come on the internet and argue and fight. Telling you, man, people have been led astray. And they're only suffering because of lack of knowledge and being fucking lazy. All right? But I'm not here to knock nobody, y'all. I just told you, this is a hard truth. That it's a hard pill you got to swallow. And from Galveston, Texas, we're going to go to California. And for a lot of y'all that's been real sleep. Matter of fact, we're going to go to California, but I'm going to go there in a minute. But just remember that your ancestors was right here, free, getting money, dealing with shipping and receiving, merch, trading, They had casinos, gambling, getting paid. Why you think to this day, a lot of Native Americans, what do? They own casinos. They're building a casino. This shit been going on. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So that's all I'm saying. It probably was some slaves in Galveston, Texas. They didn't know what the fuck was going on because maybe they were the ones from Africa. But it was not as many as you thought, as you think it was. That's all I'm saying. So once again, when I told you they celebrating Juneteenth all over the world, in certain places, I told you it's like a hidden jewel, a hidden joke, because a lot of powers that be, they know the real truth of Juneteenth, and they really know what went on in Galveston, Texas. Understand that. Also, for people that listen to me, I told you months ago how even the Chinese, the Japanese, all of them was here years ago as well. I told you about how when the Native Americans started making money off selling their merch in the early 1800s, they were selling their quilts, things of that nature. It was Asians over here bootlegging Native American apparel back then, selling fake ass blankets, fake ass moccasins. This shit been going on. So my point is, a lot of them know the true history of America, and they understand. It's just a particular people, mainly called African Americans / blacks / a whole bunch of other names. They don't understand what's going on. And then you'll understand why Walmart had the nerve to put out Juneteenth ice cream until everybody got pissed. But all I'm saying is, for you people that love to promote this holiday and you so happy it's a national holiday, you take your time to figure out what's really going on. And you might have found out you got finessed. You got hoodwinked. Let me move along real quick. Oh, yeah, also, let me go off topic real quick. This is Kim Kardashian. Do you see what's going on with her body? Shout out to MTO News. This is a picture of Kim Kardashian. They say that she has been trying to remove her Brazilian butt lift. Because remember, I told you how you start in the beginning is not how it's going to end for you. As you can see, I told you a lot of bad bitches, when it's all said and done, they be doing bad. And a lot of people that went and followed this behavior, in the end, you're going to be doing bad. A lot of y'all going to be getting sick. I'm not trying to knock nobody. I just got to keep it real. As you see her booty right here, you see right here her backside, you see a hole. As you can see the removal, you also see how her backside, how her thigh look. You see how her body look. You also see she's starting to look like a junkie. And you see how her sister Chloe looked, rib cage poking out. I'm just showing you, you was taught this was the standard of beauty. People wanted to follow this woman. But I just want you to see her mortality is fading. You see her body. That's all I wanted you to see. Let's get back to the story. Somebody tell me where this is. For you people that's so smart, you know every fucking thing. Tell me where this is at. Well, I ain't gonna say, I'm not talking to y'all in the chat, because y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not like that. I ain't talking to my people, but I'm gonna show y'all something. What up, D Malley from Cali? I got a couple people from Cali in here. I'm glad y'all here. Where's this picture right here, y'all? All right. What's up, Melly Man? What's up? All right. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. What up? What up? What up, Gap Tooth Gangsta Ice? What up, bro? Yeah. Wavy Music Group said Alaska. Good. You know, you close. Good guess. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all what this is. This is Wakanda, Oregon. Because a lot of people didn't understand, or they don't know, that it was a real Wakanda. The only difference is it's not in Africa. And you've been finessed and tricked with the fucking movie. All right, a false reality, which was a joke, but it was a lot of truth in it. And guess what? They was talking to signs and symbols, but this is America. Now, I want to show you why a lot of y'all been so brainwashed to hate America and look at Africa, because you're not supposed to know what the fuck is going on. And I told you, this shit ain't no secret. This is Portland, Oregon. Not Portland. This is Wakanda, Oregon, should I say. But let me not play with words, all right? For those that know history, you can look all this shit up. At one point, the whole West Coast was California. Let me be clear. Once again, where your ancestors was doing their thing. Not just thousands of years ago. Now this shit was a couple hundred years. Duh. How long has America been established? Okay, then. All you got to do is rewind in time and you'll see it wasn't too long ago. All your people was right out here. This is Wakanda in America. You heard? And you're going to understand, I told you before, some of these names that are in America that was not given by the white man. They've been named by the natives, or should I say your ancestors. I'm not going to keep dumbing down, I told you, because people like to keep playing this fucking name game. All I'm going to say is the ancestors of this country named a lot of places like Tennessee, Mississippi, Oklahoma. Do you understand that? Certain names was already here. They just never changed them. Just like Wakanda. All right? I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Wavy Music Group. Salute. Thanks for that. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for the super chat. Now, let me show you further proof. This is Wakanda, Oregon. Same place. As you see, people living there. Because they know what you know not. But this actually is Wakanda. There's so many hidden secrets in so many different beautiful places in America. Yes, a lot of them have been pillaged and violated, but even other than that, the places that are high value where your ancestors did live at, they are so expensive, you can't live there if you wanted to. The same thing as within Charleston, South Carolina, in the Low County, where a lot of free blacks was at doing their thing. They bought that up too. Those houses are $1 million cribs. Everywhere where your people were so-called at doing their thing, it's expensive. You can't afford to live there no more. And they know the history, and they live there, and they indulge in all your good stuff. See? But once again, let me show you. This right here is right in America. And all of this stuff was going on, like I said. Yeah, it was slavery in certain places, but all over here was free. All you gotta do is go check the research, and you heard about the Wild West and how they had to go out west, and they ran California to the gold rush. People don't know California had the most gold in the world. And then you'll learn about the real Amazon women and how a lot of people's out there dripped in gold. And then you'll understand why when the Spanish came in the 1500s, the first place they went was California and all of that. From Mexico and all of that. But you taught to be hard on the Mexicans. You taught to be hard on people that's your people. You just don't know that. They got melanated. They melanated too. Why you think they could be in the sun? No, but I ain't going there today. I'm just going to show you. You think everything is overseas. You think everything is everywhere. I'm showing you this right here. So when a brother did say Alaska, that is close because it's off the same coast. And guess what? It's the Pacific. And guess what? A lot of ancestors were all over the Pacific. How you think Eskimos look the way they look? But this is Wakanda, Oregon. But really, all that was California back in the day. And once upon a time, California was an island until certain catastrophes came. All you got to do is fucking look it up. All right? So for all these dudes that claim they got all this knowledge and they telling you something, they ain't going to tell you what I be telling you. Then again, they're going to tell you after I tell you. Man, this stuff getting weird out here. I done broke certain stories before other niggas with big platforms. That's the only thing be killing me. Yeah, my platform ain't big, but I be dropping shit before other people even talk about it. I seen that shit over the weekend. Also, let me go give an update on this because y'all know I covered this the other day. Now, the nigga Cowboy went live on a gram the other day. Nigga made up a story talking about it was another nigga there that ran on Nip. And people was getting on him for being a snitch. He was on Instagram just the other day live talking about he ain't no snitch. And it was another nigga there that ran on Nipsey, but he ain't say the nigga name or nothing. Nigga sit here lying. But he did that over the weekend. So I'm trying to tell you, man, this the shit that be going on. But let me get back to Wakanda. It's Wakanda, man. California. Now let me put the icing on the cake for you people that still don't understand. I'm about to drop a fucking jewel on your brain. All right. For those that seen Black Panther, now I didn't see the whole movie. I saw the end of it a while ago. At the end of Black Panther, where did that ship land at? The spaceship when he got out with the boy playing basketball, where was they at? And after that, I'm about to shut it down. You tell me that. I'm gonna wait. Before the movie was over, where did the movie end at? Mind you, the movie ended in America, if I'm not mistaken. What part of America did he get off that ship at, the spaceship? He landed by that park, whatever. I know he went to the park and they was playing basketball. Where was they at? Thank you, Barry Bird. Oakland, California. Keyword, California. Wakanda. Don't play with me. I do this shit. I told you Wakanda was in California. All you niggas, T.I., you fucking stupid ass niggas, you fucking under oath ass niggas out spreading this bullshit, a fake reality of Wakanda and Africa, all this bullshit. Wakanda was right here. And they showed you in the movie. So I told you, they'll tell you shit straight to your face. They don't hide shit. It's just that they know you stupid and you slow and you don't understand shit. Thank you. I told you people over here smart, man. That's right. Oakland, California. Take away Oakland, you just look at California. Wakanda was in California, one of the same. They just broke everything up, divided, switched certain names around. Okay, let me show you something else. My man D, that's right. You straight in Cali right now. Let me break down something else. Where is the home, the founder of the fucking Black Panthers? Oakland, California. Oakland, California, Black Panthers, California, Wakanda. They showed you in a damn movie. But you thought it was just a superhero shit. So you take this jewel for you so-called educated Holly niggas that think you so fucking smart and want to celebrate Juneteenth. This is my proof of why everybody don't want to celebrate Juneteenth. Everybody's not going to celebrate it. Only it's to be celebrated by ex-slaves. So don't play with me. Told you you've been finessed. But those that can see will see. So when I speak on shit, I only speak on facts. I only speak on what I know. I don't get on here and freestyle. I don't push agendas. I'm just going to tell you what it is. This is Wakanda in Oregon, but really it was all Cali. All it was ancient California. The whole strip was all California. And this just showing you because they didn't change the name. All right? But once again, for those who didn't hear or was listening slow, and I'm going to go watch Black Panther again. I'll probably watch it today. You'll see when they landed that ship, that spacecraft he got out of, he was in California, Oakland to be exact. So there you have it. Niggas talking about Wakanda, Africa. Miss me with all that Africa shit. And I don't got nothing against my African brothers and sisters. I'm just trying to tell you. There's different things that was going on. Everybody here is not a damn African American, is not a slave. All African people are not bad. All nobody is bad. All nobody is good. I'm just saying, I'm tired of all these fucking games. All right? And I'm tired of keep hearing about this slave holiday. So that's why I had to pull up. Because I had to do my job. I had to put in some work today. I ain't feel like it, I'm gonna be real, but I had to put in some work today. So that while you taking in all the nonsense, you can take in a little bit of something that's real. All right? Salute. But like I say, man, Oh yeah, yeah. Oh man, underwater pyramids, man. America got so much history. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's so many. Look, they trick people to go so many places that all of the beautiful places here. I've been researching this shit. All of the most beautiful places here that your ancestors was at, they go in there for fucking vacations. They take their family. They be going on, man, I'm telling you. And they trick you to go everywhere else. And there's nothing wrong with exploring the world. I'm just telling you. They taught you to hate your own country. They taught you to hate everything. That you so busy wrapped up in hate, you don't even understand half the shit that's going on. That's all I'm trying to tell people, man. And it's all my opinion. But this Wakanda, Portland, this is a fact. This is a fact. Right here. Just the house is there right now. But as you can see, this picture was a couple of years ago. But they still people living there right now. And guess what? You ain't gonna trust me. Those houses you see is not no low-level shit. They live on the beach of Wakanda, Oregon. Basically ancient California. Now you understand why it was the gold rush. And why the San Francisco 49ers got the gold helmets. And the Golden State Warriors are called Golden State. Now you get it, right? They tell you what it is, the fucking Golden State, the state of the gold that they went to go rob and pillage. Way before Juneteenth and all that shit. People was over there chilling. Because they told you in the history book, they ain't go to the West Coast to a long time, way after slavery. But you understand? They actually needed to free slaves to go help them fight California and kill their ancestors. Just like you heard about the Buffalo soldiers. They were killing the buffalo, I told you, which they were killing the food of the natives. They used your so-called people to go bang on your people. They also had other native tribes that sold out to go kill their own people. The same shit they doing right now, man. This shit ain't nothing new. All they do is keep using the same fucking manual. And that's that, man. I'm about to get out of here. I did my job for today, man. I'm enjoying my day. Y'all do the same. I told you today was going to be serious. So let's bring it up to modern. Also, they have been saying that over the weekend, 14,000 flights have been canceled and people have been stranded over the weekend. We already had the conversation about how they having this so-called shortage, but 14,000 flights have been canceled. A lot of people have been stranded over the weekend. Just so happened over the weekend of Juneteenth. Yep. That's the news. And I think I touched on just about everything, man, because it wasn't nothing to talk about. So these are the times where I got to come with something real to talk about. Or like I told you, if I don't got nothing real to talk about, I'm not going to come on here. So I try to always come with at least something amongst the bullshit. That's what it is. All right. Entertainment, educational purposes only. All right. So let's go back to the top, man. Then I'm going to slide out of here. I'm not going to go too much into the top, but I know there's some people that pulled up. I just proved to you part of the end game and the games they playing. I told you this whole shit is a game. All right. Over the weekend, we got a mass shooting in Harlem. Y'all know Harlem is one of the most prominent black cities of our time. We know what Harlem represents. But magically over the weekend, Harlem has been faced with trauma. Another mass shooting. And guess what? They're not even promoting this shooting as big as the others. I sat here and watched Good Morning America right here. I did not see nothing about this story. So I'm also showing you how they pick and choose which stories they want to promote. They pick and choose which stories they want you to get worked up over. I also told you about a couple weeks ago, it was a man walking around Harlem sticking people with needles, with dirty needles, a white man. And they did catch him and beat his ass, but he stabbed a lot of people with this particular needle first. So when I see this, I understand signs and symbols. I see it is an attack on Harlem. But they also had you focus on the attack on the drill rappers. But it's more than one attack going on. So when I see this mass shooting, I know it was an attack because 9 people got shot, 7 men and 2 women, 1 dead, and the shooter got away. So it was an attack, and it was allegedly done with this gun. So this man had the most ultimate shooting skills. He probably was a man that could shoot while he do backflips. He probably could shoot while he roll around on the ground. He probably was a master at a shooting range, even though the average person in New York can't go to no shooting range. But this man shot 9 people with this rusted ass, bullshit ass 380 look like. It's either a 380 or a fucking 2.5 caliber, one of the two. Shot 9 people. Now, mind you, these guns don't fucking hold 9 shots, but I'm crazy and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna just shut up. And if it did hold 9, okay, maybe it was 1 in the chamber, 8 in the clip, maybe so. But magically, this nigga had a gun that held 9, and somebody got shot with every bullet out the gun off this rusted ass gun. I'm gonna leave that at that. And then the victim that died, he just so happened to go to Lincoln Hospital. And I understand that's the hospital in Harlem, probably was the closest, but I understand how they work too, and signs and symbols. Lincoln freed them, but Lincoln in this story is where this man died at. Man, come on, man. Well, this what happened, man, over the weekend, all right? Juneteenth. Bill Cosby, he got slandered over the weekend because he was one of the biggest black heroes you had in the last day. He represented the black man with the most money. Yeah, people act like they forget when Bill Cosby used to be the richest black man. People forget about that. You see how they did? He destroyed his legacy so hard. People slandered him so heavy, they forgot this man was the first black, if I'm not mistaken, billionaire, and he was the first richest black man in America. Your boy Bill. Now look at Bill, man. For those that didn't see earlier, this when your boy Bill was doing his thing with the Burberry scarf and the designer shades with the Cuban cigar. The only thing is, Bill, you fucked up. I know you was for your people, Bill, but the people you work for, they seeing you as a hypocrite because they knew you was in them Playboy mansions doing certain things. And you was around certain people smiling and grinning too much. So when you did try to do something for your people, they said, we're going to have to expose him now. Because once you align yourself with certain power, they have the power to cut your water off. You get it? Once you have an electric bill, what happens when you don't pay the electric bill? They cut your shit off. But people that got their own ways of electric, like generators, they don't got to worry about that shit. I'm just showing you. They cut your water on, they cut your water off. So, Bill, they cut your water off, Bill. They cut off your power. And I'm not saying Bill is guilty. And I said before, how the hell did a 15, 16-year-old woman get in a Playboy mansion anyway? Oh, you have to let them in because we know a lot of them was underage and a lot of people was there with Bill. It wasn't just Bill, but Bill is the scapegoat. When you understand about what the scapegoat is all about, who the scapegoat is, then you understand why everything get put on you. Just like the title of you being a slave, it got put on you. And today is a slave holiday. Once again, Dirty Bobby Brown. And you'll see why this slave holiday get put on you. And you'll see why they're celebrating Juneteenth all the way in Japan. They made a point to celebrate Juneteenth in Japan. Has shit. What the fuck does Japan have to do with Galveston, Texas, and slaves? Other than, my opinion, they want to keep promoting black people as slaves around the world. And you see, it's a Juneteenth celebration. All you got to do is look at who holding the guitar. A Japanese man. So the shit is a joke. And they said at this particular meeting, this particular situation, yo, man, they said at this event, they was at the Tokyo American Club, said they gave speeches, about black people and ate soul food. To continue to paint the image around the world that y'all are slaves, you come from slaves, you niggas with nappy hair, you ain't gonna be shit, you ain't shit, and y'all ain't nothing but fucking rappers and crime and all this fuck shit. And I'm gonna ask the question again: of all of the outfits this woman could have had on, why does she have on this particular outfit looking like an ex-slave? Or looking like a slave? And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know for a fact it's plenty of outfits she could have put on. Plenty of colors, plenty of styles, plenty of all type of stuff. She ain't put on no gold bracelet. She ain't put on nothing to make her look like something of a certain stature. She purposely is dressed like a fucking slave, Aunt Jemima. But this is the image they wanted to portray of you and your people overseas in Japan. It's all about imagery. So when the Japanese people see this, they think this is how everybody in America is. This is how everybody in America acts, look and think and dress. And these are certain people that are not with the times. They stuck in the past. That's why they keep reminding you of the past, to keep you stuck in the past. Slavery, nigga. You start getting too smart, slavery. They starting to wake up about who they really are. Give them another holiday. Keep reminding them who they are. But that ain't who some of us are. So it is what it is. But for those who want to celebrate, carry on. To those that want to enjoy their day off, keep it going. Don't listen to me. You just think about what you're doing. And I told you earlier, most American holidays are celebrating dead people or death. Dead presidents, Memorial Day, dead people. I told you this. Veterans Day, dead veterans. And a lot of them, I got to say, a lot of the veterans was pillaging some of your people. But my point is, a lot of these holidays to celebrate dead people, or they are holidays, or they are ritualistic days. My point is, we have another dead holiday because slavery is dead. But they understand that some people are slaves in the mind. That's why they celebrate this holiday. All right, that's my opinion. You take it or leave it. You get mad, curse me out. Either way, I don't care. All right. And I'm talking to you highly upper echelon so-called people that's so smart. And you people that love to argue and get in the comment section. I'm talking to you. And just because you got your degree and you in your fraternity, your sorority, just don't think you better than people. That's all I'm saying. Because Master is laughing at you. And he understands that all you got to do is give a child something to play with. All you got to do is give a child a particular day and they'll be happy. You know, like when you tell your parents, when you tell your kids you can stay home today, they get happy, right? If they're not sick and it's not a holiday, you tell your kids they can stay home, they get happy, right? Okay, then. Now you understand why the powers that be gave some of you a holiday to make you happy. Because they know in the mind you're a child. Take it or leave it. Episode 201, Strictly Business. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Let me salute the chat, man, and I'm gone. Yes, we did our thing this morning. We did what it do. Chicks 1000, what's up? Good morning, Miss Jackie. All you got to know is this is what I learned. Anything they celebrate, anything they go hard for, 9 times out of 10 is not in your best interest. If you ain't figured that shit out by now, I don't know what to tell you, man. This the same man say he ain't give you what you want, reparations or you want a holiday? Which one you want? Oh, but they know they had to shut your ass up and pacify you. Give them a holiday. Shut them up. Now it's a holiday, and some of us we ain't making no money today. But you got to remember, back in the day, on certain holidays, they gave the slaves a day off from work. Duh. And the slaves were happy because they had a day off from work. But nowadays, a day off from work will fuck up your money. That's a bill. That's taken away from your check. That's all I'm saying. And it's a lot of holidays. Because remember, this holiday, then you got 4th of July. It was just Memorial Day. They fucking up people's money while they boosting everything up. Understand that. Salute to the chat. Ken Thompson, what's up? OG Circle Gang, what's up? I see a lot of day ones in here. Alan from the UK always here. Alan from the UK, he know what's going on, man. He from overseas, and he know about America more than Americans. That's sad. All art is mental. That's right. Let me go back to the beaches of Wakanda, so we'll see this art. How this art is beautiful before we get out of here. Yeah, the real Wakanda. Who else up in here? Good morning, Selena. Good morning, Miss Selena Campbell. What's up? My bro Wax Doll up in here already. John Shab, what's up? Once again, man, the day one's always going to be here, man. Salute to the people that pulled up in the bushes, that caught the replay. Everybody, y'all know what's up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the all notifications, the all notification bell. If you're too lazy to do that, you just watch for the blue dot or the red dot, all right? I'm going to be real. Some people so lazy, they don't even hit the button. I did it sometime myself, so I know, all right? Don't forget to hit the buttons, man. And sometimes you might hit the button and they're going to give you a notification anyway. That's just how it works, all right? But so you won't miss certain things, just stay in tune, man. I got more coming, man. I got a lot going on. What up, D. Maddie from Cali? What's up? Straight from the West Coast. I made sure I pulled up, man. I wasn't going to let it go. The day was starting out dry. I know the day was starting out very dry. Y'all know that. Yeah, now today you can indulge in all of the nonsense. You can indulge in all of the BS, all of the bullshit, and the day goes on, man. Other than that, man, I'm about to get out of here. Barry Bird, salute, man. Like I said, man, all you got to do is peep the end of Black Panther. They landed the ship in California. The Bay Area, to be exact. It just so happened Wakanda's in California. But they told you Wakanda was in Africa and that all blacks come from Egyptians and they're from the pyramids. And you're from all over the West Coast. Or should I say the West Coast of Africa. Some of your people are from there. Yes, they are. And either way, we don't care about race. We don't care about where you're from. I told you, family think alike and they move alike and they all come together for the right causes. But for you people that love to play these fucking race games, because that's what your fucking master taught you to do, you keep on playing, you keep on getting mad, and keep on being ignorant. Because it just shows you stuck in the past, and you behind time, and you don't know yourself. So argue with yourself. Other than that, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for all y'all support. I'm going to keep it coming. I'm going to keep it going. But for the rest of the day, I'm about to chill, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right? Y'all be easy. One.